Guilford County Schools leaders have long talked about needing new schools. Overcrowding has been an issue for years. Good evening. Welcome to the Fox 8 10 o'clock news. I'm Katie Nordine.
And I'm Neil McNeil. Back in 2019, the district came up with a master plan which include building a new facility west of Greensboro. Now the school system's exploring a piece of land in Colfax, which could be the site of this new kindergarten through 8th grade school for about 900 students. This is the land in question. It's about 32 acres at the corner of Boylston Road and Bunker Hill Road, but not everyone's happy about this possibility. Fox 8's Caroline Boyer was at a meeting tonight where there was a big topic of conversation about this. Caroline.
Neil, Kitty, I talked with a Board of Education member who was at tonight's meeting after hearing the superintendent's budget recommendations earlier this afternoon. She told me there's a balance between needing more schools and not being able to fully staff the ones they have now. This is the look at the current vacancies throughout Guilford County schools. The district is down 88 teachers, 77 bus drivers, and 76 maintenance workers, among needing other positions filled.
Currently, Guilford County has seen recent economic growth with the addition of Boom Supersonic and Toyota coming to our community.
Those big name companies are driving more people to Guilford County. In the school district's 2019 master plan, district leaders projected they'd need more space.
We need more schools. We need money put in schools.
They're exploring options of where to potentially build a K-8 school. It could be on the corner of Boylston and Bunker Hill roads. The plan caught a lot of people off guard, including Guilford County Commissioner James Upchurch.
I think the biggest problem is the lack of transparency. I didn't find out about this meeting until late last night when a constituent reached out to me.
People who live in the area aren't opposed to a school. They just want Guilford County school leaders to explain to them what could be coming to their neighborhood.
Not anybody's going to be happy if you're putting the school in. You need to tell them why it really was the best choice in a convincing manner and what you're going to do to mitigate the issues that these people are going to face.
Tuesday night, more than 50 people who showed up to Shady Grove Wesleyan Church in Colfax learned the school, which they thought would be a STEM center, might not be one.
The magnet school sounds wickedly awesome. We're not getting the magnet school anymore.
A representative with Guilford County Schools told me the STEM Academy will probably be built, but not on this property, and didn't elaborate why. The people who did have questions say they didn't get a clear answer either.
We asked about, so they're redistricting the schools, which they'll obviously have to do because it's really not very far from the other Colfax schools. They can't comment on that because, of course, they don't own the land yet.
I did ask about the land, and a spokesperson said no, the district has not purchased it. It's not clear when leaders could put in a bid for it. After that, it would need to get approved for rezoning. Again, this proposed school location is still in the very early planning stages. Neil.
All right, Caroline, thank you.